everybody, it is Calxiyn here. If you guys enjoyed this video, remember that you guys should become patrons over on Patreon if you guys want to support the channel. So today we are going to be talking about the news that, okay.
So normally, Cal, I let you go, but this is my area of expertise, so
Okay,
I decided that I should do this. Netflix has announced that they are doing a live-action adaptation of Avatar: The Last Airbender, not to be confused with Avatar, the James Cameron film, or The Last Airbender, the M. Night Shyamalan film. Or, of course, The Legend of Korra, the sequel series.
Okay.
Now, this is... You have not...
I haven't watched Avatar,
movie.
so full disclosure.
Because
I was a Disney Channel kid, and obviously this is a Nickelodeon Cartoon Network
no, you have,
YTV situation. Or
I know you feel the same way about this with me.
Okay.
That, I should be more specified about the show. It's coming out sometimes in 2019, I believe?
Yep.
It's starting production, and it's gonna, and the original
Creators,
producers, co-creators are gonna be involved heavily.
Yeah.
And here's the thing.
Okay, this is the only thing that I have any area of expertise on. So,
You have not watched that show.
No.
Except for the first episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, and if you guys want us to do reactions to that, and you'd watch them,
might.
and they'd make us money, Anyway, so my area of expertise is this. I don't understand why people get so fucking pissy when they decide to remake something. Like, I understand if it's bad, like, obviously it's bad, but it doesn't erase the thing that you liked, you know what I mean? Like, the only thing that making a new version can do is either bring something good in the world or bring something bad. But if you don't do either, then nothing happens, you know what I mean? It's just stagnant. Like, you have the thing that you have and that's it. And I'm not saying that's bad, but I don't understand why people are against the original creators having a chance to remake their fucking show the way that they probably wanted the movie to be, but didn't go that way. Because the reputation of the M. Night Shyamalan movie precedes it, right? I don't even have to watch Avatar to know that that movie was bad, right? And so...
You have no idea.
I have no idea, but I'm saying that it's, the reputation precedes it. Like, if I know it's bad and I've never seen it, like, obviously there is some internet history, and so I understand why fans are apprehensive, because if the movie was that bad, they may be looking at a live-action remake and being like, hey, why are we trying this again? But I think that you guys have to keep in mind, from somebody that's outside of the fandom, from, I guess, a outside unbiased opinion, that these are the creators, they probably know what they're doing, and even if it doesn't work, I don't understand, like, it's not your property, it's the creator's property. If they want to remake it again, they'll fucking remake it again, you know what I'm saying?
Alright, calm
that's
down.
all I'm saying.
Also, remake it again like they remade it once before.
Well, they, I guess, remake it from the original, if they
so here's something that, I wanted to go off on that. I never liked when people were like, it ruined my childhood, because your childhood happened. Like, don't...
Like,
it
we're
doesn't
done.
retrospect. You can still... I've never had that happen. People, like, I remember when Teen Titans Go came out. They're like, the original Teen Titans was so great, and this one's a piece of shit. I'm like, the original happened, you enjoyed it. That doesn't change this. I've never found that watching new media retroactively wrecks other media, older media, in the same series.
Like, I love the Disney remakes. Some of them, like, people are saying, oh, Mary Poppins is a remake. It's not. It's a sequel. And you'd get that if you watch the trailer, because she says, oh, I've come to take care of the Banks children. It's implied that those are the kids, and then they grew up, right? And then they have their own kids, and they're taking care of those kids, right? So there's sequels and there's remakes, but I don't understand, like, Cinderella was made in the fucking 1950s, or even before that, okay? So they remade it now in what? Like, it's had a good 50 years. You know what I mean? It survived 50 years on its own, and people still complained about it. And it's just reintroducing it in a new way to a younger generation. And obviously that younger generation obviously has an interest in the old movies. I mean, I know I do, so I don't know what to tell you.
But here's something you don't understand.
I understand.
You don't... No. You talk a lot, and you're going to stop talking now, okay?
Okay.
Avatar: The Last Airbender is a really, really good show.
Okay.
It is a wonderful show. It has such a rich history, such lovable characters, such memorable episodes. I watched it again with a girlfriend. We were going through some episodes.
With the girlfriend.
And with two episodes back-to-back made me cry. Appa Alone and Tales of Ba Sing Se. And so, or was it Appa? The Story of Appa? Whatever. Point is that it's a very impactful, wonderful show. It can be literally enjoyed of all audiences. I was lucky enough to watch as a kid, and I enjoyed it immensely then. Then I grew up in high school, early high school. I watched it again. I enjoyed it then. Now in my 20s, I've watched it again.
Oh my god, you're
and
in
it's
your
still really
20s.
good. Yeah, I know. I'm 20. It's wild. And so it's a wonderful show, and it's amazing. And people are really worried about the live action adaptation. However, if it's done well, it could be genuinely really amazing. It could be like the Lord of the Rings sequel, where they took, like, I'm sorry if you like the books, the Lord of the Rings, they're boring as shit. And they took these boring as shit things, not to say the original Avatar is boring, but, and with a wonderful, and they were able to make it, because they released a bit, which is probably the thumbnail, the bit of concept art.
Yeah.
I love how the concept art looked. So it looks mystical like that. I really do think it could be very good, especially that it's Netflix, so it's going to have a big budget. It's going to have room and enough episodes where it's able to spread its wings.
Counterpoint, though, didn't Netflix also do Death Note? And I think that's what people are
Well,
concerned about. Or Netflix
I also liked
provided Death Note. And
I also liked Death Note in a lot of ways.
the Death Note movie?
Yeah,
Well, we did a video on that.
Well, because the thing is that the Death Note, here's the thing. Death Note had to change because it went from a long-form series to a movie. Avatar doesn't have to change as dramatically.
Because it's a TV show.
And also, it doesn't have to
point.
switch to American culture, because it could still just be like the pseudo...
It's a fantasy. Right?
Fantasy East Asian Inuit cultures that they use
And so
in the
that's
show.
something else that the creators said. The creators were not happy about the whitewashing from the movie,
here's the
and
thing.
they want to fix
The
it.
show is wonderful, and it could be, if it was made into a long-form series, it could be wonderful. However, in like 2009 or 10 or something, M. Night Shyamalan made it to a movie, which was a bad idea on every front. The whitewashing you mentioned were terrible, and it's not like all the brown actors like weren't good. No, all the actors are shit. So acting was terrible, writing was terrible, characterization was terrible, lore was terrible, the bending was ruined, my god. Oh god, the penis haircut, if you've watched the movie, you remember the penis haircut. And the fact that, and like the things that they should have kept in the movie, they didn't keep, and the stuff they did keep was like, why did you put that? Why not have the episode where you learn the history about the Avatar? No, you're gonna make it 3 movies. Why couldn't you have made it like 6 or 5 or something?
Someone else mentioned that they used real Chinese characters in the opening of Avatar.
Yes, in the Avatar show, but in M. Night
Shyamalan,
it was a bunch of random bullshit. And here's the thing, Cal, the movie is so bad.
I know, I've never watched it, but I'm saying the reputation of the movie does
It is a cultural scar on the people who watched that movie, who thought they would
But
be
that's
good.
what I'm saying, is that the creators
And
have
so
no control of that, and they want to regain
but
control,
here's
so
the
why
thing.
are y'all mad?
M. Night Shyamalan's movie, right, was like, this is entirely inappropriate. It was an abusive boyfriend. So even Netflix come around, right? And Netflix could be a new boyfriend, and Netflix could be a really nice guy. And Netflix is going to treat us right, and we're going to have a wonderful relationship. But because of our shitty ex-boyfriend, the M. Night Shyamalan Avatar movie, we're concerned, alright? We've lost trust in people in Hollywood and large live-action recreations our beloved Avatar. We're really, really fucking concerned. So... Netflix has to, like, really try to work hard to be like, it's gonna be okay. Like, I'm not gonna treat you like how that M. Night Shyamalan treats you. Shyamalama Ding Dong, or whatever the fuck his last name. Because that movie was so bad. All, like, the Inuit people and the nomadic people were all white. They made the Fire Nation,
also,
which were Japanese, they made them brown, which was fucking weird.
I find it funny that somebody that has, like, such a problem with people, like, messing up his name or whatever, and, like, says that's racist.
Yes!
Like, wait, what's the entire movie?
And you know what the worst part is? He gets mad when people, like, make fun of his name, which is, listen, right, I understand it's your culture, but it's also a very funny-sounding name. My name's Hunter. That's also my culture. I admit I have a funny name. You know Aang, the beloved main character of Avatar? You know what they call him in that movie? In that goddamn Shyamalan abortion? They call him Aang. His name is not pronounced Aang, it is pronounced Aang! Why are all the Inuit people white? It is such a bad movie. So that's why everyone's nervous. And even Korra, which I thought was good, it wasn't as good as Avatar, especially that second season, at least I feel. So people are concerned, right? And for good reason.
And I understand, but I'm saying that there should be comfort in the fact that the creators are the ones that are doing it.
And
they are initiating. They are taking back what is rightfully theirs. That's what I'm trying to say.
As a massive, massive fan of Avatar, I am hopeful for this one. I really like the concept art they released. I think that the biggest issue with uh, the Shyamalan Ding Dong movie, despite all the actors being horrific and the whitewashing, and it's because they didn't have the room to really introduce things in the show, and they didn't really have the budget or the technology. It's been years later. CGI is better and cheaper than it was when they made that movie. I think they could do something really, really interesting. So I'm cautiously optimistic.
And this also introduces it to fans that maybe haven't watched the original.
Because I'm not going to lie.
I'm not going to say that we're not going to do reactions to it, because I'm still debating, right? Like, this is sort of busy with how we have Ruby, and, like, Ruby's coming up and all that. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but Hunter and I accidentally pre-recorded a lot of videos, and now we're finding that, like, every time something happens, we have to push more videos, and we never run out of our stock, which in a way is good, but it also...
I'm okay. The university student in me is okay with that.
But it also means that we're, like, behind on a lot of things as well. Things aren't necessarily as prompt, and so I don't want to record a bunch of Avatar and then have it sit here forever.
Yes.
And so what I'm thinking is maybe after Ruby's done, if that's something people are interested in, but we may just react to the live action and then react to the actual TV show in tandem. But I'm saying to do it at the same time.
I disagree with that. I think that you should put
like
the
simultaneously
show first
to watch the anime or what cartoon.
I think
watch the anime first.
This is what you gotta do.
What?
This is what you got to do.
You understand what I'm saying, though?
Yeah,
like, watch an anime episode, watch the TV show episode, compare, contrast.
Yes. I feel like it would be better, though, for you to watch Avatar.
Anyway, if that's something that you guys are interested in,
this is the
Avatar.
This is the McPherson theory
okay.
of how to watch the Avatar series. Watch the original series. Get really fucking drunk, right? Watch the M. Night Shyamalan movie. And after that, watch The Legend of Korra. Because you might still be disappointed with The Legend of Korra, but, you know...
It won't be as bad.
You'll always be like, wow, you know, or like the comics. You do original series, comics, Drunk, in Night, Shyamalan movie, Korra, Turf War, and all the other Korra comics. That's how you do it. And no matter how bad it gets in Korra, which, I mean, that second season, it started off good, got weird, it'll never be as bad as fucking Aang. It really is so terrible.
Okay. Well, this was fun.
So as a fan, I'm optimistic. I think you should.
Unbiased party, I think that people gotta get it the fuck together, and I understand why they're nervous. Be cautiously optimistic, but know that the series is in the hands of the people that birthed it, so
right?
y'all are okay.
A live action, like, this could be like, I wonder if this is like, Netflix is like, ooh, this is going to be our Game of Thrones. Because when you think about it, Game of Thrones was an adaptation of a novel set, too. And there are, like, some hardcore, like, Ice and Fire diehards.
Ending, so.
Ice and Fire diehards that are like, you know, the show's shit. So hopefully, like, jeez, I don't know. Like,
I know.
So there's always going to be the people who are not okay with it, even though it's accepted by wider society, and I feel like that's what might happen.
Y'all gotta be okay with it, that's what I'm saying.
I'm very excited for it.
I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, remember that you guys should become patrons over on Patreon, and we will see you later. Bye. Thank you guys for watching, and if you guys want to support the channel, you guys should become patrons over on Patreon. $10 patrons get video tickets, and these video tickets are used to request things like shipping videos, theory videos, or sometimes entire episodes of anime. You guys will see that some of our videos have paid Patreon request or paid Patreon video. Those are these guys who are asking us to do that for them. Our $5 patrons, of course, get early access to everything that we put onto the channel, and our $1 patrons, they are able to join our Discord server just like all of the other tiers on this list, obviously. So if that interests you, then you guys should check it out. A link is in the description down below, and I'm hoping to see you guys again in our Discord server. Bye, guys.